Shall I give you a light in the dining room?
Yeah, thank you, said the lawyer, and he drew near and leaned on the tall fender. This hall, in which he was now left alone, was a pet fancy of his friend, the doctor's, and Anderson himself was wont to speak of it as the pleasantest room in London. But tonight, there was a shudder in his blood. The face of Hyde sat heavy on his memory. He felt a nausea and distaste of life, and in the gloom of his spirits he seemed to read a menace flickering of the firelight. He was ashamed of his relief when Poole presently returned to announce that Dr. Jekyll was gone out. I saw Mr.
When Dr. Jekyll from home, quite right, he tried to tell Mr. Hyde as a key. Your master seems to repose a great deal of trust in that young man, Poole, presumably unamusingly. We are so doomed for Poole. We have all ordered to obey him. I do not think I ever met Mr. Hyde. We go over. We go to dine here, replied the butler. You see, we see very little of him on this side of the house. He mostly comes and goes right in the boat. Well, good night, Poole, replied Mr. And the lawyer set out homeward with a very heavy heart. Oh, my mind misgives me, isn't it awful? He was wild when he was young, a long while ago, sir, but in the law of God, there is no statute of limitation. It must be that the ghost of some old sin, punishment coming years after memory was forgotten. And the lawyer, scared by the thought, ruled a while on his own part, groping in all the corners of memory left by chance some jack-in-the-box of an old iniquity that used to write there. And then, by a return of his former subject, he conceived a spark of hope. This Mr. Hyde, if he were studied, thought he might have secrets of his own. Black secrets by the look of him. Secrets compared to which poor Jekyll's work would be like sunshine. Things cannot continue as they are. It turns me cold to think of this creature seething like a thief at his bedside, and the danger of it. For if this Hyde suspects the existence of the will, he may grow impatient to inherit. I must put my shoulder to the wheel. If Jekyll will but let me. For once more he saw before his mind's eye the strange causes of the will. Dr. Jekyll was quite at ease. A fortnight later, by excellent good fortune, the doctor gave one of his pleasant dinners to some 5 or 6 old friends, all intelligent, reputable men, and all judges of good wine, and Mr. Upson so contrived that he remained behind after the others had departed. Hosts loved to detain the dry lawyer, when the light-hearted and the loose-tongued had already their foot on the threshold. Dr. Jekyll was a merry subject, and as he now sat on the opposite side of the fire, a large, well-made, smooth-faced man of 50, with something of a slight cast, perhaps, but every mark of capacity and kindness, you could see by his look that he cherished for Mr. Upson a sincere and warm affection. I have been wanting to speak to you, Jekyll, began the latter. You know that will of yours. A close observer might have gathered that the subject was distasteful, but the doctor carried it off gaily. My poor Upson, said he, you are unfortunate in such a trial. I never saw a man so distressed as you were by my will, unless it were that high-bound peasant's companion of what he called my scientific legacy. Oh, I know he's a good fellow in reading ground, an excellent fellow, and I always need to see more of him, but a high-bound peasant for all that, an ignorant, illiterate peasant. You know, I never approved of it, pursued Upson, ruthlessly disregarding the fresh topic. My will? Yes, certainly I know that, said the doctor, a trifle sharply. You have told me so. Well, I tell you so again, continued the lawyer. I have been learning something of young Hyde. The large handsome face of Dr. Jekyll grew pale, and there came a blackness about his eyes. I do not care to hear more, said he. This is a matter I thought we had agreed to drop. What I heard was abominable, said Upson. It will make no change. You do not understand my position, returned the doctor. I am painfully situated, Upson. My position is a very strange one. It is one of those affairs that cannot be mended by talking. Jekyll, said Upson, you know me. I am a man who is trusted. Make a clean breast of this in confidence, and I make no doubt for justice. I only ask you to help him for my sake when I am no longer here. Addison used an irrepressible sigh. Well, said he, I promise. The Carew murder case. Nearly a year later, in the month of October, London was startled by a crime of singular ferocity and rendered all the more notable by the high position of the victim. The details were few and startling. A maidservant living alone in a house not far from the river had gone upstairs to bed about 11. The night was cloudless, and the lane, which the maid's window overlooked, was brilliantly lit by the full moon. She sat down upon her box, which stood immediately under the window, and fell into a dream of musing. Never, she would say with keen words, when she narrated that experience, never had she felt more at peace with all men, or thought more kindly of the world. And as she so sat, she became aware of an aged gentleman with white hair, drawing near along the lane, and advancing to meet him, another, and very small, to whom at first she paid less attention. When they had come within speech, the older man bowed, and accosted the other with a very pretty manner of politeness. It did not seem that the subject of his address was very important. Indeed, from his point of view, it sometimes appeared as if he would only inquire in his way. But the moon shone on his face as he spoke, and the girl was pleased to watch it. It seemed to breathe such an innocent and old world kindness of disposition. Presently, her eye wandered to the other, and she was surprised to recognize in him a certain Mr. Hyde, who had once visited her master, and for whom she had conceived a dislike. He had in his hand a heavy cane. He answered never a word, and seemed to listen with an ill-contained impatience. And then, all of a sudden, he broke out in a great flame of anger, stamping with his foot, brandishing the cane, and carrying on like a man. The old gentleman took a step back, with the air of one very much surprised and the slightest hurt. And at that, Mr. Hyde broke out of all bounds and clubbed him to the earth. And next moment, with ape-like fury, he was trampling his victim underfoot and hailing down a storm of blows, under which the bones were all bewitched. At the horror of these things, Anthony, the maid said, it was 2 o'clock when she came to herself and called for the police. The murderer was gone long ago, but there lay his victim in the middle of the lane, incredibly mangled. The stick which the deed had been done, although it was of some rare and very tough and heavy wood, had broken in the middle under the stress of his insensate cruelty, and one splintered arm had rolled in a willing gut. The other, without gut, had been carried away by the murder. A purse and a gold watch were found upon the victim, with no cards or papers, except a sealed and stamped envelope which bore the name and address of Mr. Hyde. This was brought to the lawyer the next morning before he was out of bed. I will say nothing until I have seen the body, said he. It may be very serious. Have the kindness to wait while I go. He hurried to his breakfast and drove to the police station whither the body had been carried. As soon as he came into his cell, he nodded. Yes, said he. I recognize him. I am sorry to say that this is Sir Danvers Carew. God, sir, exclaimed the officer, is it possible? And the next moment his eyes lighted up with professional ambition. This will make a deal of noise, yes. And perhaps you can help us in the matter. And he briefly narrated what the maid had seen and showed the person's stick. Mr. Addison had already quailed at the name of Hyde, but when the stick was laid before him, he could judge no longer. Broken and battered as it was, he recognized it for one that he had himself presented many years before to Henry Jekyll. Is this Mr. Hyde, a person of small stature? He inquired. Particularly small and particularly wicked looking, what the maid called him, said the officer. Mr. Addison reflected, and then, raising his head, if you will come with me in my cab, he said, I think I can take you to his house. It was by this time about 9 in the morning, and the first fog of the season. A great chocolate-colored pall lowered over heaven, but the wind was continually charging and rubbing these embattled vapors, so that as the cab crawled from street to street, Mr. Addison beheld a marvelous number of degrees of hues of twilight. But here it would be dark like the back end of evening, and there would be a glow of a rich, lurid brown, like the light of some strange conflagration. And here, for a moment, the fog would be quite broken up, and a haggard cast of daylight would glance in between the swirling heaps. The dismal quarters of Soho had been under the changing glimpses of its muddy waves and slacking the passengers, seemed in the lawyer's eyes as a district of some city in a night. As the cab drew up, the Very well, then. We wish to see his room, said the lawyer. And when the woman began to declare it was impossible, I had better tell you who this person is, he added. This is Inspector Newton of Scotland Yard. A flash of odious joy appeared upon the woman's face. Ah, said she. He's in trouble. What's he done? Mr. Addison and the inspector exchanged glances. He got to be a very popular character, observed the latter. And now, my good woman, just let me and the gentleman have a look about it. In the whole extent of the house, Mr. Hyde had only used a couple of rooms for piece of furniture, luxury and good taste. A closet was filled with wine, the traces of silver, the natively elegant, a good picture hung upon the wall, and the carpets were many times and real in color. At this moment, however, the room bore every mark of having been recently and hurriedly ransacked. Clothes lay about the floor with their pockets inside out. Locked brass drawers were open, and on the hearth there lay a pile of grey ash, as though many papers had been burned. From these embers, the inspector disinterred the butt end of a green chocolate, which had resisted the action of the fire. The other half of his stick was hung behind the door, and as this clinched his suspicion, the officer declared himself convicted. A visit to the bank, where several £1,000s were found to be lying with the murderer's credit, completed his investigation. You may depend upon it, sir, he told Mr. Hudson. I haven't in my hand. He must have lost his head, or he never would have left the stick, or above all, burned the checkbook. Why? Money, life for the man. We have nothing to do but wait for him at the bank and get out of hand for me. This last, however, was not so easy as I think. For Mr. Hyde had numbered few familiars. His family could nowhere trace. He had never been photographed, and the few who could describe him differed widely as a common observer's word. Only on one point were they agreed, and that was the haunting sense of unexpressed eternity which the fugitive impressed the beholder. Incident of the letter. It was late in the afternoon when Mr. Addison found his way to Dr. Jekyll's door, where he was at once admitted by Hyde, and carried down by the kitchen offices and across the yard, which was once in the garden, to the building which was indifferently known as the laboratory of the reception room. It was the first time the lawyer had been received in that part of the friend's quarters, and he eyed the dingy windowless structure with curiosity, and gazed round with its tasteful sense of strangeness. At the tables laden with chemical apparatus, the floors strewn with crates of vegetable packing straw, and the light falling dimly through the obvious wood. At the farther end, a flight of stairs mounted to a door covered with red baize, and through this, Mr. Addison was at last perceived into the doctor's cabinet. It was a large room, fitted round with glass presses, furnished among other things with a cheval glass and a business table, and looking out upon the court by 3 windows barred with iron. The fire burned in the grate. The lamp was set lighted on the chimney shelf, but even in the houses the fog began to rise thickly, and there, close up to the warmth, sat Dr. Jekyll, looking deadly sick. He did not rise to meet his visitor, but held out his cold hand and bade him welcome to a change of voice. And now, said Mr. Addison as soon as Hyde had left them, you have heard the news. The doctor stuttered. They were crying in the square, he said. I heard them in my dining room. One word, said the lawyer. Peru was my client, but so are you. And I want to know what I am doing. You have not been mad enough to hide this fellow. Addison, I swear to God, cried the doctor. I swear to God I will never set eyes on him again. I bind my honor to you that I am done with him in this world. It is all at an end. And indeed he does not want Michael. You do not know him as I do. He is safe, he is quite safe. Mark my word, he will never more be heard of. The lawyer listened gloomily. He did not like his friend's foolish manner. You seem pretty sure of him, said he. And for your sake I hope you may be right. If it came to a trial, your name might appear. I'm quite sure of it, replied Jekyll. I'm grounds for certainty that I cannot share with anyone. But there is one thing on which you may advise me. I have received a letter, and I'm at a loss whether I should show it to the police. I should like to read it in your hand, Addison. You would judge wisely, I am sure. I have so great a trust in you. You hear, I suppose, it might lead to his protection? Asked the lawyer. No, said the other. I cannot say that I care what becomes of Hyde. I'm quite done with him. I'm thinking of my own character with this hateful business is rather exposed. Hudson was surprised at his friend's helplessness and yet relieved. Well, said he, let me see the letter. The letter was written in an odd, upright hand and signed Edward Hyde, and it signified briefly enough that the writer's benefactor, Dr. Jekyll, whom he had long so unworthily repaid for thousands of crosses, need labor under no alarm for his safety, as he had means of escape on which he placed his choice. replied Jekyll. Before I thought what I was about, but he bore no postmark. The note was handed in. Shall I keep this and sleep upon it? I wish you would judge for me entirely, said the clerk. I have lost confidence in myself. Well, I shall consider, returned the lawyer. And now one word more. It was Hyde who dictated the terms in your will about their disappearance? The doctor seemed seized with a qualm of faintness. He shut his mouth tight and nodded. I knew it, said I. He meant to murder you. You have had a fine escape. I've heard what is far more to the purpose, returned the doctor solemnly. I've had a lesson. Oh, God, Arthur, what a lesson I have had. And he covered his face for a moment with his hand. On his way out, the lawyer stopped and had a word or two with Poole. By the by, said he, there was a letter handed in today. What was the messenger like? The Poole wanted nothing in regard except by post. This news sent off the visitor that his fears renewed. Plainly, the letter had come by the laboratory door. Possibly, indeed, it had been written in the cabinet. And if that was so, it must be differently judged and handled with the more caution. The newsboys, as he went, were crying themselves hoarse along the footway. Special edition! Shocking murder of an MP! That was the funeral oration of one friend and he could not help a certain apprehension lest the good name of another should be sucked down in the idiotic scandal. It was at least a picture's decision that he must make, and self-reliant as he was by habit, he began to cherish a longing for its fight. It was not to be had directly, but perhaps, he thought, it might be fished for. Presently after, he sat on one side of his own hearth, with Mr. Guest, his head clerk, on the other, and midway through, at a nicely calculated distance from the fire, a bottle of a particular old wine that had long dwelt unsunned in the foundations of his house. The room was gay with firelight. In the bottle, the acid was long ago dissolved, and the glow of hot autumn afternoons on hillside vineyards was ready to be set free and to disperse the fog of London. Insensibly, the lawyer melted. There was no man from whom he kept fewer Guest. Guest had often been on business with doctors. He knew Poole. He could scarcely fail to hear that Hyde's familiarity about Hyde. He might draw conclusions, or did not fail them, that he could see a letter which put that mystery to right, and above all, since Guest being a great critic of handwriting, would consider the step natural and obliging. The clerk, besides, was a man of counsel. He would scarce read so strange a document without dropping a remark, and by that remark, Mr. Addison might shape his future course. This is a sad business about Sir Danvers, he said. Yes, sir, indeed. There is a great deal of public feeling, returned Guest. And that, of course, is bad. I should like to hear your views on that, replied Addison. I have a document here in his handwriting. It is between ourselves, but I scarce know what to do about it. It is an ugly business at the best, fidelity, a murderous autograph. Guest's eyes brightened, and he sat down at once and studied it with passion. No, sir, he said, not bad, but it is an odd man. Just then, the servant entered with a note. Is that from Dr. Jekyll, sir? Inquired the clerk. I thought I knew the writing. Anything private, Mr. Addison? Only an invitation to dinner. Why, do you want to see it? One moment, I thank you, sir. And the clerk laid the two sheets of paper alongside and steadily compared their contents. Thank you, sir, he said at last, returning both. It's a very interesting autograph. There was a pause during which Mr. Addison struggled with himself. Why did you compare them, Guest? He inquired suddenly. Well, sir, returned the clerk, there's a rather singular resemblance. The two hands are in many points identical and differently sloped. Rather quaint, said Addison. It is, as you say, rather quaint, returned Guest. I wouldn't speak of this note, you know, said the master. No, sir, said the clerk. I understand. But no sooner was Mr. Addison alone that night than he locked the note into the safe where it reposed from that time forward. What? Thought. Can the Jekyll forge for a murder? And his blood ran cold. Remarkable incident of Dr. Lanyon. Time ran on. Thousands of pounds were offered in reward, for the death of Sir Danvers was presented as a public injury. But Mr. Hyde had disappeared out of the ken of the police as though he had never existed. Much of his past was unearthed indeed, and all disreputable. Tales came out of the man's cruelty, once so callous and violent, of his vile life, of his strange associates, of the hatred that seemed to have surrounded his career, but of his present whereabouts, not of it. From the time he had left the house in Soho on the morning of the murder, he was simply blotted out. And gradually, as time drew on, Mr. Utterson began to recover, and to grow more quiet with himself. The death of the family was, in his way, thinking more than paid for by the disappearance of Hyde. Now that that evil influence had been withdrawn, a new life began for Dr. Jekyll. He came out of his seclusion. The new relations with his friends became once more their familiar guest and entertainment. He was busy. He was much in the open air. He did good. His face was open and bright, as if with an inward consciousness of service. And for more than 2 months, the doctor was at peace. On the 8th of January, Utterson had dined at the Cocktail for a small party. Lanyon had been there, and the face of the host had looked from one to the other as in the old days when the trio were inseparable friends. On the 12th, and again on the 14th, the door was shut against the lawyer. The doctor was confined in a house, Tuesday, and saw no one. On the 15th, he tried again, and was again refused. And having now been used for the last 2 months to see his friend almost daily, he found this return of solitude to weigh on his spirit. He betook himself to Dr. Lanyon. There, at least, he would not deny his admittance. But when he came in, he was shocked at the change that took place in the doctor's appearance. He had his death warrant written legibly upon his face. The rosy man had grown pale. His flesh had fallen away. He was visibly bolder and older. And yet it was not so much these tokens of a swift physical decay that arrested the lawyer's notice, as a look in the eye and quality of manner that seemed to testify to some deep-seated terror of the mind. Yes, he thought, he is a doctor. He must know his own state, and that his days are counted, and the knowledge is more than that. And yet, when Utterson remarked on his still look, it was with an air of great firmness that Lanyon declared himself a doomed man. He said, and I shall never recover. It is a question of weeks. Well, life has been pleasant. I like it. Yes, sir, I used to like it. But sometimes I think of who we still are glad to get away. Jekyll is ill too, observed Utterson. Have you seen him? But Lanyon's face changed, and he held up a trembling hand. I wish to see your ear no more, Dr. Jekyll, he said in a loud, unsteady voice. I'm quite done with that person, and I beg that you will spare me any allusion to one who may regard me. It was Utterson, and then after a considerable pause, can't I do anything? We are three very old friends, Lanyon. We shall not live to make others. Nothing can be done, returned Lanyon. Ask himself. He will not see me, said the lawyer. I'm not surprised at that, was the reply. Someday, Utterson, after I'm dead, you may perhaps come to learn the right and wrong of it. I can't tell you. And when you die, if you can set me off with other things, for God's sake, stay and so. But if you cannot keep clear of this constant topic, then God, let it go, or I cannot bear it. As soon as he got home, Utterson sat down and read to Jekyll, complaining of his exclusion from the house and asking the cause of this unclear break with Lanyon. And the next day brought him a long answer, often very pathetically worded and sometimes darkly mysterious in script. The quarrel with Lanyon was incurable. I do not blame our old friend, said the word, but I share his view that we must never meet. I mean, from henceforth, to lead a life of extreme seclusion. You must not be surprised, nor must you doubt my friendship if my door is often shut even to you. You must suffer me to go my own dark way. I have brought on myself a punishment and a danger that I cannot name. If I am the chief of sinners, I am the chief of sufferers also. You can do one thing, Utterson, to lighten this destiny, and that is to respect my silence. Utterson was amazed. The dark influence of Hyde had been withdrawn. The doctor had returned to his old past and country. And now, in a moment, friendship and peace of mind and the whole tenor of his life were wrecked. So great and unprepared a change was quite mad. But in view of Lanyon's manner and words, there must lie for it some deeper ground. week afterwards, Dr. Lanyon took to his bed, and in less than a fortnight, he was dead. The night after the funeral, Utterson locked the door of his business room, and sitting there by the light of the melancholy candle, drew out and set before him an envelope addressed by the hand and sealed with the seal of his dead friend. Private. For the hands of J.G. Utterson alone, and in case of his true decease, to be destroyed unread. So the investigators who prescribed, and the lawyer ready to depose the contents. I have buried one friend today, he thought. What if this should cost me another? And then he broke the seal. Within, there was another enclosure, likewise sealed and marked on the cover as not to be opened till the death or disappearance of Dr. Henry Jekyll. Utterson could not trust his eyes. Yes, it was disappearance. Here again, as in a mad will, which he had long ago restored to its author. Here again, where the idea of the disappearance and the name of Henry Jekyll bracketed. But in the will, that idea sprung from the sinister suggestion of the man of Hyde. It was set there with a purpose all too plain and horrible. Written by the hand of Lanyon, what should it mean? A great curiosity came on the trustee to disregard the prohibition and dive at once to the bottom of these mysteries. A professional honor and faith of his dead friend were stringent obligations, and Taggart slept in the inmost corner of his bright face. It is one thing to mortify curiosity, another to conquer it. And it may be doubted if, from that day forth, Utterson's desire for society and providing friends was the same evening. He thought of him kindly, but his thoughts were disquieted and fearful. He went to call, indeed, but he would perhaps believe to be denied, and perhaps in his heart he preferred to speak with cool on the doorstep, rather than to be admitted into that house of voluntary bondage. Cool had, indeed, no very pleasant view to communicate. The doctor, it appeared now, more than ever, confined himself to the cabinet over the laboratory, where he would sometimes even sleep. He was out of spirits. He had grown very silent. He did not read. It seemed that he had something on his mind. Utterson became so weak to the unvarying character of these reports that he fell off little by little in the frequency of his visits. Incident at the window. It chanced on Sunday, when Mr. Utterson was on his usual walk with Mr. Enfield, that their way lay once again through the High Street, and that when they came in front of the door, both stopped gazing on it. Well, said Enfield, that story is an end, at least. We shall never see more of Mr. Hyde. I hope not, said Utterson. Did I ever tell you I once saw him and share your feeling of repulsion? It was impossible to do the one without the other, said Enfield. And by the way, what an ass you must have thought me not to know that this was a back way to Dr. Jekyll. It was partly your own fault that I found it out, even when I did. So you found it out, did you? If that be so, we may step into the court and take a look at the windows. To tell you the truth, I am uneasy about poor Jekyll. The court was very cool and a little damp and full of sinister fire. The middle one of the two windows was halfway open, and sitting close beside it, taking the air with an infinite sadness of mien, like some discomfited prisoner, Utterson saw Dr. Jekyll. What, Jekyll? Cried. I trust you are better. I'm very low, replied the doctor drearily. Very low. It will not last long. Thank God. Instead, you must indoors, said the lawyer. You should be out, whipping up the circulation like Mr. Enfield and me. Come now, get your hat and take a quick turn, you know. Very good, sighed the woman. I would like to very much. But no, no. It is quite impossible. I'm glad. But indeed, I'm very glad. It is really a great pleasure. I would ask you and Mr. Enfield up. But the place is really not fit. Either, said the lawyer good-naturedly. The best thing we can do is to stay down here and speak to you from where we are. That is just what I was about to venture to propose, returned the doctor with a smile. But the words were hardly uttered before the smile was struck out of his face and succeeded by an expression of such abject terror and despair that froze the very blood of the two gentlemen below. They saw it but for a glimpse, for the window was thrust down, but that glimpse had been sufficient, and they turned and left the court without a word. In silence, too, they traversed the High Street. And it was not until they had come to a neighboring house there that Mr. Utterson at last turned and looked at his companion. They were both pale, and there was night. Mr. Hudson was sitting by his fireside one evening after dinner when he was surprised to receive a visit from Poole. "Bless me, Poole, what brings you here?" he cried. And then taking a second look at him, "What ails you?" he added. "Is the doctor ill?" "Mr. Hudson," said the man, "there's something wrong." "Take a seat and here's a glass of wine for you," said the lawyer. "Now take your time and tell me plainly what you want." "You know the doctor's voice, sir," replied Poole. Now he shuts himself up. "Will you shut up occasionally, Captain, and I'll go on, sir. I think, sir, I'm afraid." "Now, my good man," said the lawyer, "be explicit. What are you afraid of?" "I've been afraid for only a week," returned Poole, probably disregarding the question. "But I can bear it no more." The man's appearance amply bore out his words. His manner was altered for the worse, and except for the moment when he had first announced his terror, he had not once looked the lawyer in the face. Even now, he sat with a glass of wine unfiltered on his knees, and his eyes directed to a corner of the floor. "I can bear it no more," he repeated. "Come," said the lawyer. "I see you have some good reason, Poole. I see there is something seriously amiss. Try to tell me what it is." "I think there's been foul play," said Poole hoarsely. "Foul play?" said the lawyer. "What foul play? What does the man mean?" "I can't say, sir," was the answer. "But will you try down to the ministry to yourself?" Mr. Hudson's only answer was to rise and get his hat and breakfast, but he observed with wonder the great sense of relief that appeared upon the butler's face, and perhaps with no less that the wine was still untasted as he put it down to follow. It was a wild, cold, seasonable night of March, with a pale moon lying on her back before the wind that tilted her. The wind made talking difficult, and it seemed to have swept the streets unusually bare of passengers besides. For Mr. Addison thought he had never seen that part of London so deserted. The square, when they got there, was all full of wind and dust, and the thin trees in the garden were lashing themselves along the railing. Poole, who had kept all the way a pace or two ahead, now pulled up in the middle of the pavement, and in spite of the biting weather, took off his hat and mopped his brow with a red cotton handkerchief. But for all the hurry of his coming, these were not the dews of exertion that he wiped away, but the moisture of some strangling anguish. For his face was white, and his voice in his throat harsh and broken. "Well, sir," he said, "here we are, and God's grant there's nothing wrong." "Amen, Poole," said the lawyer. Thereupon the servant knocked in a very guarded manner. The door was opened on a chain, and a voice asked from within, "Is that you, Poole?" "It's all right," said Poole. "Open the door." The hall, when they entered, was brightly lighted up. The fire was built high, and about the hearth, the whole of the servants, men and women, stood huddled together like a flock of sheep. At the sight of Mr. Utterson, the housemaid broke into hysterical whimpering, and the cook, crying out, "Bless God, it's Mr. Utterson," ran forward as if to take him in her arms. What are you all here?" said the lawyer furiously. "Very irregular, very unseemly. Your master will be far from clean." "Oh, pray," said Poole. Blank silence followed. No one spoke. Only the maid lifted up her voice and now wept loudly. "Oh, Lord, child," Poole said to her with a philosophy of accent that testified to his own mangled nerves. "And now," continued the butler, addressing the night boy, "reach for your candle, and we'll get this through and at once." And then he begged Mr. Anderson to follow him and take away to the back garden. "Dad said, if you come and check me like that, I want you to hear, but I don't want you to be heard. You see yourself. By any chance, what's wrong with you? Don't go." Mr. Anderson followed the butler into the laboratory building and to the surgical theatre with its lumber, crates, and bottles at the foot of the stairs. Here, Poole motioned him to stand on one side and listen, while he himself, setting down his hand and making a great and obvious call in his resolution, mounted his steps and knocked with a somewhat uncertain hand on the red baize of the cabinet door. "Mr. Utterson, sir, asking to see you," he called. And even as he did so, once more, round he signed to the lawyer to give ear. A voice answered from within. "Tell him I cannot see anyone," it said vacantly. "Thank you, sir," said Poole, with a note of something like triumph in his voice, and taking up his candle, he led Mr. Utterson back across the yard and into the great kitchen, where the fire was out and feet were leaping on the floor. "Sir," he said, looking Mr. Utterson in the eyes, "was that boy past his voice? It seems much changed," replied the lawyer, very pale. "Changed? Well, yes, I think so," said the butler. "Have I been 20 years at this man's house to be deceived about his voice? No, sir. My This is a strange note, said Mr. Utterson, and then sharply, how do you come to have it open? The man at balls was very angry, sir, and he threw it back to me like so much dirt, returned the fool. This is unquestionably the doctor's hand, do you know? Resumed the lawyer. I thought it looked like it, said the servant rather sulkily, and then with another voice. But what matters hand of right? He said, I've seen him. Seen him? Repeated Mr. Utterson. Well, that's it. It was this way. I came suddenly into the theatre from the ground. It seemed to me as if I looked at his blood or what it was, for the cabinet door was open very much far into the room, hidden among the crates. He looked up the ladder and then gave a kind of cry and whipped upstairs into the cabinet. It was but for 1 minute that I saw him, but the hair stood upon my head like quills. Sir, it was my master. Why had he a mask upon his face? It is my master. Why did he cry out, like a rat at one moment? I searched it long enough, and then the man paused and passed his hand over his face. These are all very strange circumstances, said Mr. Utterson, but I think I begin to see daylight. Your master Poole is plainly seized with one of those maladies that both torture and deform the sufferer. Hence, for what I know, the alteration of his voice. Hence, the mask and his avoidance of his friends. Hence, his eagerness to find this drug by means of which the poor soul retains some hope of ultimate recovery. God grant that he did not succeed. Sir, said the butler, turning to a sort of motley pallor, that thing is not my master. And where's the truth? My master? Here he looked round him, began to whisper. The tall, fine building to the man. It was the wall of the wall. Utterson attempted to step. Oh, sir, cried Poole. Do you think I do not know my master after 20 years? Do you think I do not know where his head comes to in the cabinet door, where I saw it every morning of my life? No, sir, that thing in the mask was never Dr. Jekyll. God knows what it was, but it was never Dr. Jekyll. And it is the belief in my heart that there was murder done. Poor, replied the lawyer. If you say that, it will become my duty to make certain. Much as I desire to spare your master to me, much as I am puzzled by this note which seems to prove him to be still alive, I shall consider it my duty to break in that door. Oh, Mr. Ferguson, let's talk it, cried the butler. And now comes the second question, pursued Ferguson. Who is going to do it? Ah, what? You and me, sir, was the undaunted reply. That is very well said, returned the lawyer. And whatever comes of it, I shall make it my business to see you are no loser. That is an absolute certain, and you must take the kitchen poker for yourself. The lawyer took that rude but weighty instrument in his hand and balanced it. You know, Poole, he said, looking up, that you and I are about to place ourselves in a position of some peril. You may say so, sir, indeed, returned the butler. It is well, then, that we should be frank, said the other. We both think more than we have said. Let us make a clean breast. This masked figure that you saw, did you recognize it? Oh, sir, it went so quick, and the creature was so doubled up, that I could hardly swear to that, was the answer. But if you mean, was it Mr. Hyde? Why, yes, I think it was. And then, who else could have got in by the laboratory door? You have not, sir. Like at the time of the murder, he had still the key with him. That's all. I don't know, Mr. Utterson. Whether you met this Mr. Hyde? Yes, said the lawyer. I once spoke with him. So you must know, as well as the rest of us, that there was something queer about that gentleman, something that gave a man a turn. I don't know what you have to say, sir, beyond this, that you felt it in your marrow, kind of cold and deep. I own I felt something of what you described, said Mr. Utterson. Quite so, sir, returned Poole. Well, when that mask seemed like a monkey jumped down from among the chemicals and whipped into the cabinet, it went down my spine like ice. I made that evidence, Mr. Utterson. I'm book learned enough for that, for the man hasn't seen it. And I'll give you my Bible word with this, Mr. Hyde. Aye, said the lawyer. My fears incline to the same point. Aye, surely, I believe you. I believe poor Harry is killed, and I believe his murderer is still lurking in his victim's room. Well, let our name be vengeance. Call Bradshaw. The footman came at the summons, very white and nervous. Pull yourself together, Bradshaw, said the lawyer. This suspense, I know, is coming upon all of you, but it is now only broken by the sound of a footfall moving to and fro along the cabinet floor. So it was all very dark, whispered Booth. Oh, and the better part of the night. Only when the news started to come through the cliff at the pit of the floor. But hark, again, a little closer. Put your heart in your ear, Mr. Anderson, and tell me, is that the doctor's foot? The step fell lightly, oddly, with a sudden swing, for all they went so slowly. It was different indeed from the heavy creaking tread upon the Jekyll. Anderson sighed. Is that never anything else? He asked. Poole nodded. Once, he said. Once I heard weeping. How that? Said the lawyer, conscious of a sudden chill of horror. Weeping like a woman who lost soul, said the butler. I turned away with that upon my heart. So I couldn't sleep. By now, the 10 minutes drew to an end. Poole disinterred the axe under a stack of packing straw. The candle was set upon the nearest table to light them to the attack. Jekyll, cried Anderson with a loud voice. I demand to see you. He paused a moment, but there came no reply. I give you fair warning. Our suspicions are aroused, and I must and shall see you. If not of your consent, then by brute force. I shall go, said the voice. For God's sake, have done. Ah, that's not Jekyll's voice, it's mine, cried Anderson. Down with the door, Poole. Poole swung the axe over his shoulder. A blow struck the building, and the red baize door leaped against the lock and hinges. A dismal screech, as of mere animal terror, rang from the cabinet. Up went the axe again, and again the panels crashed, and the frame bounded. 4 times the blow fell. It was not until the 5th that the lock burst in thunder, and the wreck of the door fell inward on the carpet. The besiegers, appalled by their own riot, stood back a little and peered in. There lay the cabinet before their eyes with a quiet lamp. A good fire glowing and chattering on the hearth. The kettle singing its thin strain. A drawer or two of paper neatly set forth on the business table. And nearer the fire, the things laid out for sleep. The quietest room was full, much to the glazed dresses full of chemicals. The most commonplace that night in it. Right in the midst, there lay the body of a man, sorely contorted and still twitching. They drew near on tiptoe, turned it on its back, and beheld the face of Edward Hyde. He was dressed in clothes far too large for him, clothes of the doctor's. The cords of his face still moved with a semblance of life, but life was quite gone. And by the crushed file in the hand and the strong smell of trembling that hung upon the air, Anderson knew that he was looking on the body of a self-destroyer. We have come too late, he said sternly. Whether to stay or punish, Hyde is gone to his account. And it only remains for us to find the body of your master. They now thoroughly examined the whole building. Each closet needed photographs for all the entries. The cellar, indeed, was filled with crazy lumber. But even as they opened the door, they were advertised as useless for further search by the fall of a perfect map of Cutaway, which had for years sealed up the empty. Nowhere was there any place of Henry Jekyll, dead or alive. Poole sat on the flank of the corridor. He must be buried here, he said, hardening his tongue. Or he may have fled, said Anderson, and he turned to examine the door on the right. It was locked, and lying nearby on the flag, they found the key, already stained with rust. This does not look like use, observed the lawyer. Use? Echoed Poole. Do you not see, sir, he's broken? My tooth is aware of symptoms. Aye, and the fractures, too, are rusted. The 2 men looked at each other with a care. This is beyond me, Poole, said the lawyer. Let's go back to the cabinet. They mounted the stairs in silence and proceeded more thoroughly to examine the contents of the cabinet. At one table, there were traces of chemical work, various measures of some white salt being laid on glass porcelain, as though for an experiment which the unhappy man had been invented. That is the same drug that I was always giving him, annotated in his own hand with startling clarity. Next, the searchers came to the surveillance line, into whose depths they looked with an involuntary horror. But it was so turned that it showed them nothing but a rosy glow playing on the roof, and their own pale and fearful countenances stooping to look in. This glass has seen some strange things, whispered Fool. And surely none stranger than himself, echoed the lawyer in the same tone. For what did Jekyll? He caught himself up to the word with a start, and then conquering the weakness. What could Jekyll want with it? He said. You may say that, said Fool. Next, they turned to the business table. On the desk, among a neat array of papers, a large envelope was uppermost and bore in the doctor's hand the name of Mr. Hutton. The lawyer unscrewed it, and several enclosures fell to the floor. The first was a will, drawn in the same eccentric terms as the one which he had returned 6 months before, to serve as a testament in case of death, and as a deed of gift in case of disappearance. But in place of the name of Edward Hyde, the lawyer, with indescribable amazement, read the name of Gabriel John Hutton. He looked at Fool, and then back at the paper, and last of all, at the dead manufacturer stretched upon the carpet. My head goes round, he said. He has been all these days in possession. He had no cause to write to him. He must have raged to see himself disgraced. And he has not destroyed this document. He caught back the next paper. It was a brief note in the doctor's hand, and dated at the top. Oh, Paul, the lawyer cried. He was alive and here this day. He cannot have been disposed of in so short a space. He must be still alive. He must have fled. And then, why fled? And how? And in that case, can we venture to declare this suicide? Oh, we must be careful. I foresee that we may get involved, your master, in some dire catastrophe. Why don't you lose it, sir? Asked Fool. Because I fear, replied the lawyer solemnly. God's gone. I have no cause for it. And with that, he read as follows.